Su Din was born on January 8, 1990, in the city of Anshan, Liaoning Province, China. Growing up in a country where table tennis is considered a national treasure, it was no surprise that Su developed an interest in the sport at an early age. His journey into the world of table tennis began when he was just 5 years old, and like many other aspiring Chinese players, he was enrolled in a sports school to refine his skills. In China, the competition in table tennis is fierce, and the training environment is designed to push young athletes to their limits. Su Din, however, stood out due to his innate talent for the sport. He exhibited remarkable hand-eye coordination and a natural feel for the game, traits that would later define his playing style. His early years of training were difficult but rewarding, as he was exposed to the highest levels of competition within China's rigorous table tennis system. At the age of 11, Su Din entered the Liaoning provincial table tennis team, where he started to gain attention for his unorthodox playing style and strong determination. Despite facing fierce competition and the pressure to perform, Su quickly rose through the ranks of China's youth system. By the age of 16, Su Din had already made his mark in the national junior tournaments, and in 2006, he clinched his first major title at the China National Junior Table Tennis Championships, which laid the foundation for his future success on the international stage. Career breakthrough: the unorthodox star. Su Din's breakthrough in international table tennis came in 2008, when he won the Asian Junior Championships, firmly establishing himself as one of the brightest prospects in the sport. His unique style, which combined a mix of powerful backhand and precise forehand loops, began to attract attention from coaches, players, and fans alike. Unlike the majority of Chinese players who favored a more conventional style, Su's unorthodox grip and fluid playing technique gave him an edge that made him a difficult opponent for even the best players. MCC Han. In 2010, Su Din achieved his first major breakthrough on the world stage when he won the World Junior Championships in the singles, solidifying his reputation as a young star. His success continued when he entered the ITTF World Tour, and by 2011, he had become a regular contender in top-level competitions. In 2012, Su Din's rise to prominence accelerated as he began making a name for himself in the senior circuit. He first won a major World Cup title in 2013, defeating Zhang Jike, the 2012 Olympic champion, in a thrilling final. Su Din's ability to adapt and innovate on the court, particularly his dominant backhand flips and unpredictable strokes, made him a fearsome opponent in singles and doubles play alike. His exceptional footwork and tactical awareness were key assets in his performances, giving him the ability to neutralize top players' attacks while maintaining aggressive play. Peak of career: master of the table tennis world. The period from 2013 to 2017 marked the peak of Su Din's career. His ascent in the rankings saw him claim the coveted World No. 1 ranking in men's singles on several occasions, and he became a dominant force in the sport of table tennis. Known for his ability to execute near-perfect looping shots with both hands, Su Din's playing style earned him the nickname the Big Hand, to the fluidity of his strokes and his large playing range. In 2015, Su Din's career reached new heights when he won the World Table Tennis Championships in both the men's singles and men's doubles events. His victory in the singles was particularly noteworthy, as he defeated fellow Chinese star Ma Long in the final, a win that sent shockwaves through the table tennis community. This triumph made Su Din the first player to win the World Championships and singles and doubles in the same year since the legendary Kong Linghui in 1995, cementing his place in the pantheon of table tennis greats. Su Din's success at the World Championships was complemented by victories at major international tournaments. He won the ITTF World Tour Grand Finals in 2016 and was a consistent performer at the Asian Games, where he helped lead the Chinese men's team to victory in both singles and team events. His gold medal performances in team events were a testament to his leadership and ability to bring out the best in his teammates. What truly set Su Din apart from his competitors was his adaptability. Known for his ability to quickly adjust to different playing styles, he excelled against a wide range of opponents, from the traditional counter-attacking Chinese players to more aggressive and unpredictable styles from other countries. Su Shin's relentless pursuit of perfection and his ability to read and adapt to his opponents made him one of the most difficult players to beat. Main achievements: a career of distinction. Su Shin's career is defined by an impressive array of achievements, making him one of the most successful table tennis players of his generation. Among his numerous accolades, the following stand out as some of his most significant accomplishments: World Championships. Su Din has won the 2015 World Table Tennis Championships in both singles and doubles. He has also claimed multiple medals in both men's singles and men's doubles at the World Championships throughout his career. ITTF World Cup. Su Din won the ITTF World Cup in 2013 and 2014, affirming his status as one of the sport's top players. He also claimed the ITTF World Tour Grand Finals title in 2016 Asian Games. Su Din won gold medals in both men's singles and team events at the 2014 Asian Games. His performances at the Asian Games helped further solidify his reputation as one of China's most successful table tennis players. World No. 1 ranking. Su Din reached World No. 1 in the ITTF World Rankings multiple times throughout his career, establishing himself as the dominant player in men's table tennis. Asian Table Tennis Championships. Su Din claimed multiple gold medals in the Asian Table Tennis Championships, including both singles and team titles. Olympic Games. Su Shin's pursuit of Olympic gold was notable as he earned silver in the men's doubles event at the 2016 Rio Olympics, playing alongside his teammate Zhang Jike. Consistency and longevity. Throughout his career, Su Din has consistently remained one of the top-ranked players in the world, with his longevity and ability to maintain peak performance setting him apart from many of his peers. Final years and legacy. A living legend. As of the 2020s, Su Din continues to be a major force in international table tennis. Although younger players such as Fan Jindong and Tomokazu Harimoto have emerged as strong competitors, Su Shin's experience and technical ability continue to make him a formidable opponent. His playing style, which combines a mix of aggression, precision, and adaptability, has kept him at the top of the game for over a decade. While Su Din may not have won an Olympic gold medal in singles, his remarkable career is defined by the multitude of prestigious titles he has accumulated over the years. His performances in the World Championships, World Cup, and ITTF World Tour Grand Finals have solidified his legacy as one of the greatest table tennis players of all time. In 2021, Su Din continued to compete at the highest levels, and although he faced challenges from the next generation of table tennis stars, he remained a key figure in China's quest for dominance in the sport. His leadership and skill helped China retain its position as the top nation in table tennis, particularly in the team events. Beyond his success on the table, Su Din is widely respected for his humility and dedication to the sport. His contributions to Chinese table tennis have not only shaped the national program, but also inspired a generation of players around the world. As his career progresses, Su Shin's influence on the sport will undoubtedly continue, and his place among the all-time greats of table tennis is firmly secured. Conclusion: a master of the craft, Su Shin's legacy as a table tennis legend is assured. His extraordinary achievements, including World Championship titles, ITTF World Cup victories, and consistent dominance in international competitions, have solidified his status as one of the sport's greatest players. Su Shin's blend of technical brilliance, adaptability, and mental strength has made him a formidable competitor and a respected ambassador for the sport of table tennis. As he continues to compete at the highest levels, his influence on the game will be felt for years to come.
Kai Green, born on July 12, 1975, in Brooklyn, New York, is widely regarded as one of the most unique and influential bodybuilders of his generation. Raised in a tough environment, Green's childhood was far from ordinary. He spent much of his early years in foster care, enduring a challenging upbringing that would later serve as a source of inspiration and determination throughout his career. Kai's early life was filled with instability, but it was through the hardships that he developed a deep passion for the arts and bodybuilding. Growing up in an urban environment with limited resources, Kai found solace in physical activity and sports. At an early age, he was drawn to weightlifting and strength training, which helped him channel his emotions and frustrations into something productive. His first encounter with bodybuilding came during his teenage years when he joined a local gym and started lifting weights. Green quickly discovered that bodybuilding was not just about physical strength, but also about building a physique that was symmetrical, artistic, and powerful. Despite his rough beginnings, Green's natural aptitude for building muscle quickly became evident. He admired the muscular physiques of bodybuilders like Arnold Schwarzenegger and Lou Ferrigno, and these figures became his role models. In his early 20s, Green decided to pursue bodybuilding professionally, enrolling in competitions and honing his craft. His initial years in bodybuilding were filled with experimentation and learning as he worked to perfect his technique and build the physique he desired. His training philosophy was unique. He embraced the idea of bodybuilding as an art form, viewing his muscles as tools for expression. Kai Green's breakthrough in bodybuilding came in the early 2000s. After years of competing in regional competitions, Green's potential was undeniable. He gained attention with his size, conditioning, and the muscular development that set him apart from other competitors. His performance at the 2004 NPC National Physique Committee National Bodybuilding Championships, where he earned his IFBB International Federation of Bodybuilding and Fitness Pro card, was a significant turning point in his career. This victory gave Green the opportunity to compete at the highest level, and he soon became a force to be reckoned with in the world of professional bodybuilding. In 2005, Kai Green competed in his first professional bodybuilding contest at the IFBB Night of Champions, where he placed third. While this result was impressive, it was not a victory, but it marked a turning point in his career. Green's potential as a top contender was clear, and his unique blend of size, muscularity, and artistry soon earned him a dedicated following within the bodybuilding community. He made his Mr. Olympia debut in 2006, a competition that would become a defining chapter of his career. While he didn't win, his performance made a lasting impression on judges and fans alike. Green's rise to prominence was not only marked by his performances on stage, but also by his distinct approach to bodybuilding. Unlike many of his peers, Kai approached bodybuilding as a form of self-expression, blending strength and artistry in a way that set him apart. His love for the creative side of the sport was evident in his training regimen, posing routines, and overall presentation. His ability to infuse artistry into bodybuilding became one. The peak of Kai Green's career came in the 2010s, when he became one of the most recognizable names in the bodybuilding world. His rivalry with other top competitors, particularly Phil Heath, became one of the defining stories in the sport. Green's most notable moments came during his competition at the Mr. Olympia contest, the most prestigious event in professional bodybuilding. Kai Green's rivalry with Phil Heath, which began in 2011, was a major storyline during the 2010s. Both athletes were highly competitive and had different styles, with Green's more artistic approach and Heath's more symmetrical, mass-dominant physique. Green placed second to Phil Heath at the Mr. Olympia contest in 2012, 2013, and 2014, But despite these near victories, Green was unable to capture the elusive Mr. Olympia title. However, his consistent placement near the top solidified his status as one of the greatest bodybuilders of his era. One of Green's most memorable victories came in 2009, when he won the Arnold Classic, one of the most prestigious bodybuilding competitions in the world. The Arnold Classic win helped catapult him into the upper echelon of bodybuilding, alongside fellow champions like Ronnie Coleman, Jay Cutler, and Dexter Jackson. The victory in 2009 was particularly significant because it showcased Green's artistry, as he combined his massive physique with a refined stage presence that captivated the audience. Throughout his career, Kai Green's physique was known for its exceptional muscularity and conditioning. His back, in particular, became one of his standout features, as it was widely regarded as one of the most developed and detailed backs in bodybuilding history. Additionally, Green's legs, shoulders, and arms were all massive, with his signature muscle fullness contributing to his aesthetic appeal. However, it was his posing routines, often described as theatrical, that elevated his performances beyond just showcasing muscle mass. Green's posing routines were artistic expressions, blending strength with grace, and they became an iconic part of his performances. Kai's rivalry with Phil Heath reached its peak in 2012 and 2013, when many fans and critics believed that Green should have won the Mr. Olympia title over Heath. Despite finishing as the runner-up in those years, Kai Green's impact on the sport was undeniable. His presence at the Mr. Olympia contests was one of the most captivating, as fans eagerly anticipated his posing routines, which were both dynamic and artistic. These routines, paired, Kai Green's bodybuilding career is defined by his numerous achievements and contributions to the sport. While he never won the Mr. Olympia title, his status as one of the best bodybuilders of his generation is indisputable. Green's accomplishments include victories at some of the most prestigious bodybuilding events, including the Arnold Classic 2009, 2010, 2011, the New York Pro 2012, and the Europa Super Show 2011.
Fan Jin-dong was born on January 22, 1997, in Guangzhou, Guangdong, China, into a family with no notable sporting background. Growing up in a country where table tennis is revered as the national sport, it wasn't surprising that Fan developed a passion for the game at a young age. Fan's early introduction to table tennis came at the age of 5, when his parents noticed his natural affinity for hitting objects with precision. By the time he was 6 years old, his parents enrolled him in the local sports school, marking the beginning of his journey toward becoming one of the world's greatest table tennis players. Fan's early years in the sport were marked by an intense commitment to training. He spent countless hours perfecting his footwork, learning to read his opponent's shots, and honing his skills. By the time he was 10, Fan began to show signs of the talent and determination that would propel him to the top of the international table tennis scene. His early coaches recognized his potential and worked tirelessly to refine his technique, emphasizing the importance of speed, accuracy, and mental fortitude traits that would define his playing style throughout his career. As a junior player, Fan quickly made his mark in China's highly competitive table tennis system. He excelled in domestic competitions, and by the age of 16, he was already competing in major international tournaments. His breakthrough came at the 2013 Asian Junior Championships, where he won both the singles and doubles gold medals. This success solidified his reputation as a rising star in the table tennis world and earned him a spot in China's elite national team. Rise to prominence, establishing himself among the elite. Fan Jin-dong's rise in the table tennis world was swift and impressive. His first major international breakthrough came in 2014 when he won the ITTF World Tour Grand Finals in the men's singles event at just 17 years old. His victory at this prestigious event, one of the most highly regarded in the table tennis circuit, marked his arrival as a serious contender in the international scene. His aggressive playing style, combined with his powerful forehand and exceptional footwork, made him an immediate threat to top-ranked players. Over the next few years, Finn continued to showcase his talent on the international stage, winning numerous titles and earning recognition as one of the sport's most promising players. In 2015, he won his first World Cup, defeating Ma Long, another legendary Chinese player, in a thrilling final. This victory was a key moment in Fan's early career, as it not only boosted his confidence, but also solidified his status as one of the top players in the world. Fan's ability to adapt to different playing styles and his capacity to perform under pressure set him apart from many of his competitors. His quick reflexes and adaptability allowed him to consistently outperform top-ranked opponents, including China's other rising stars like Su Din and Zhang Jike. By 2016, Finn had earned a spot among the top 5 players in the world and was widely considered one of the most complete players in the sport. Career peak: dominating the sport and achieving unprecedented success. Fan Zhendong's career reached its peak in the late 2010s and early 2020s, as he cemented his status as one of the most dominant players in table tennis history. His aggressive playing style, which combined devastating forehand loops with a sharp tactical mind, made him nearly unbeatable on the international circuit. Fan's consistency in winning major tournaments was unmatched during this period, and he began collecting titles at an impressive rate. One of the defining achievements of Fan's career came in 2017 when he won the World Table Tennis Championships in Dusseldorf. In a tense and thrilling final, Fan defeated Ma Long, the reigning Olympic and world champion, in a 5-set battle that showcased both players' incredible skill and resilience. This victory made Fan Zhendong the youngest player in history to win the World Championship men's singles title, a remarkable achievement that highlighted his meteoric rise to the top of the sport. Fan's success continued to roll in the following years, with the Chinese star dominating the ITTF World Tour. In 2018, he won the Asian Games men's singles title, continuing his dominance in major continental competitions. His ability to excel in all formats singles, doubles, and team events made him one of the most versatile and well-rounded players in the history of the sport. The years 2019 and 2020 were perhaps the most successful in Fan's career. In 2019, he won his first ITTF World Cup title in 3 years, and in 2020, he claimed the ITTF World Tour Grand Finals once again. During this period, Finn became the world #1 ranked player for the first time, surpassing legends like Ma Long and Su Din. His relentless dominance on the table cemented his position as one of the most successful and feared table tennis players of his generation. In 2021, Fan Zhendong played a key role in leading China to victory in the Tokyo Olympics, where he helped the team secure gold in the men's team event. Although he narrowly missed out on a singles gold medal after a loss to Ma Long in the semifinals, his performance in the team event reinforced his reputation as a player who could deliver in high-stakes situations. Main achievements: a legacy of unmatched success. Throughout his career, Fan Zhendong has accumulated a staggering list of achievements that place him among the greatest table tennis players of all time. His main achievements include World Table Tennis Championships. Fan Zhendong won the 2017 World Championships in Dusseldorf, becoming the youngest player to ever win the men's singles title. He also has multiple titles in men's doubles and mixed doubles at the World Championships. ITTF World Cup. Fan has won the prestigious ITTF World Cup in both 2014 and 2018, solidifying his reputation as a dominant player on the world stage. ITTF World Tour. Over the years, Fan Zhendong has won multiple titles on the ITTF World Tour, including the World Tour Grand Finals in 2014, 2017, and 2020. Asian Games. Fan Zhendong has won the Asian Games men's singles title in 2018, further establishing his dominance in continental competitions. Olympic Games. Although he has not yet won an Olympic gold medal in singles, Fan Zhendong's role in leading China to victory in the men's team event at the 2020 Tokyo Olympics was a key part of his achievements. World Ranking. Fan Zhendong reached the World No. 1 ranking in men's singles in 2020, cementing his place as the best player in the world during that period. Final years, continuation of excellence and future aspirations. As of the early 2020s, Fan Zhendong continues to be at the top of his game. Although there are new challengers emerging, including the rise of Tomokazu Harimoto of Japan and Lin Gaoyuan of China, Fan's consistency and ability to perform under pressure make him a formidable force in international table tennis. His success is attributed not only to his exceptional technical skills, but also to his mental fortitude and determination to improve continuously. In recent years, Fan Zhendong has continued to dominate the ITTF World Tour and remains one of the top contenders in every major tournament. He is determined to fulfill his ultimate goal of winning Olympic gold in singles, a feat that would solidify his place as one of the sport's all-time greats. Fan's legacy as a table tennis legend is already assured, and with more years of competitive play ahead of him, his pursuit of further championships, including the World Championships and Olympic gold, continues to motivate and inspire fans and future players alike. His ability to consistently adapt to the evolving nature of the sport, along with his remarkable technical skills, will undoubtedly keep him at the top of the table tennis world for years to come. Conclusion: a legacy of excellence. Fan Zhendong has already etched his name in the history books as one of the greatest table tennis players of all time. His impressive career, highlighted by victories at the World Championships, ITTF World Cup, Asian Games, and numerous World Tour events, has solidified his position as a table tennis phenomenon. His relentless pursuit of excellence, combined with his natural talent and mental toughness, has made him a formidable competitor on the global stage. As Fan continues to compete at the highest level, his legacy as one of the most accomplished and influential players in the history of table tennis is secure. The next few years of his career may add even more titles and achievements to his already impressive resume, but his impact on the sport and his status as a true champion will endure for generations to come. Vanbin MCC Han Zhangjike was born on February 16, 1988, in Qingdao, Shandong, China, into a family with no prior involvement in competitive sports. However, his early exposure to table tennis would set the stage for his extraordinary career. Growing up in the coastal city of Qingdao, Zhang was introduced to the sport at a young age and quickly showed signs of an innate talent for the game. His parents, recognizing his natural abilities, enrolled him in a local sports school when he was just 6 years old, and from that point on, Zhang Jike's life was irrevocably shaped by table tennis. From an early age, Zhang demonstrated an exceptional level of focus, quick reflexes, and a natural affinity for the sport. His coaches soon recognized his potential and nurtured his talents in the highly competitive training system for which China is famous. As Zhang's skills improved, it was clear that he had the drive and dedication to become a future champion. However, like many Chinese athletes, he faced intense competition in a country where table tennis is not just a sport, but a passion and a national pride. Zhang's ability to rise above these challenges would later become a defining trait of his career. Rise to prominence, a rapid ascent in national and international circuits. Zhang Jike's rise to prominence in the world of table tennis was marked by an extraordinary level of success in his early years. He quickly ascended through the ranks of the junior circuit, showcasing his flair for aggressive, offensive play combined with a strategic mindset. By the age of 17, Zhang was already competing at the national level, making waves in major domestic competitions. His speed, power, and technical ability were matched by few, and his composure under pressure set him apart from his peers. In 2006, at the age of 18, Zhang's breakthrough moment came when he won the World Junior Table Tennis Championships, a prestigious event that marked his arrival as a force to be reckoned with. This victory earned him a place in the Chinese national team, and it wasn't long before he began making his mark on the international stage. In 2008, Zhang was selected to represent China in the World Cup, where he won the gold medal in men's singles. His victory at the World Cup not only elevated his status as a rising star, but also signaled to the world that Zhang was ready to take on the best in the sport. Zhang continued to climb the ranks in the years that followed, and his hard work began to pay off with consistent results in the International Table Tennis Federation (ITTF) World Tour events. His technical proficiency, coupled with a relentless competitive spirit, made him a formidable opponent for even the most seasoned players. By 2010, Zhang Jike had firmly established himself as one of the top players in the world. Career peak. Dominating the sport and reaching legendary status. Zhang Jike's career peak came in the early 2010s, when he firmly cemented himself as one of the most dominant players in the history of table tennis. His ability to perform under pressure, combined with his aggressive and precise playing style, helped him achieve success on the sport's grandest stages. Zhang's performances at the World Championships, World Cup, and Olympics set him apart as one of the greatest to ever play the game. One of the defining moments of Zhang's career came at the 2011 World Table Tennis Championships in Rotterdam, where he won the men's singles title in a stunning display of skill and mental fortitude. This victory was significant not only because it marked his first World Championship singles title, but also because he defeated one of China's legendary table tennis figures, Wang Hao, in the final. Zhang's triumph at the 2011 World Championship signaled his arrival as a legitimate contender for the highest honors in the sport. In 2012, Zhang achieved one of the most coveted prizes in table tennis when he won the gold medal in men's singles at the London Olympics. His victory in London was a moment of national pride for China, as Zhang's victory extended China's dominance in the sport. The final match against Wang Hao, his teammate and former mentor, was a tense, emotionally charged encounter that further elevated Zhang's status as a true champion. His victory in London solidified his place among the sport's all-time greats. However, Zhang's remarkable achievements did not stop there. In 2013, he continued his dominance at the World Table Tennis Championships in Paris, winning both the singles and doubles titles. His performance in the singles event was a tour de force, as he defeated another top Chinese player, Su Din, in the final. Zhang's consistency and ability to peak at the right moments allowed him to rack up titles in virtually every major event, becoming known for his composure in high-pressure situations and his ability to outlast opponents in grueling matches. Main achievements: accumulating trophies and records. Zhang Jike's career is defined by a long list of accolades and achievements, many of which have placed him among the greatest players in table tennis history. His main achievements include World Championships. Zhang Jike won the World Table Tennis Championships 3 times in his career: 2011, 2013, and 2015, with his 2011 title marking his first major singles success on the world stage. His dominance at the World Championships was evident not only in singles, but also in doubles and mixed doubles, as he helped China to numerous titles in these events. Olympic Games. Zhang's crowning achievement came in the 2012 London Olympics, where he won the gold medal in men's singles and further contributed to China's victory in the men's team event. This made him one of the rare athletes to claim both an Olympic gold medal in singles and contribute to a team gold medal in the same Olympic Games. Zhang also played a key role in China's success at the 2016 Rio Olympics, where the team took home the gold medal in the men's table tennis team event. World Cup. Zhang won the World Cup in 2011 and 2014, establishing himself as one of the top players in the world and further enhancing his reputation as a player who could perform on any stage. ITTF World Tour titles. Over the course of his career, Zhang won numerous titles at the ITTF World Tour, regularly competing at the highest level and winning prestigious events around the world. Record achievements. Zhang Jike became one of the few players in history to achieve the Grand Slam in table tennis, winning the Olympic gold, World Championship gold, and World Cup gold in the same year, a feat that only a handful of table tennis legends have achieved. National titles. Zhang has consistently been a top performer in domestic competitions in China, helping the national team maintain its dominance on the international stage. He contributed significantly to China's gold medal streak in the World Team Championships and other national team events. Final years, transitioning and continuing to inspire. As Zhang Jike approaches the later stages of his career, his focus has shifted toward mentoring younger players and contributing to the sport in new ways. Although injuries and the rising competition from younger players such as Fen Jindong and Su Din have affected his consistency in recent years, Zhang's impact on the sport of table tennis remains profound. In addition to his competitive pursuits, Zhang has increasingly taken on ambassadorial roles, helping to promote table tennis and inspire the next generation of athletes. His legacy as one of the sport's most decorated players will continue to influence the world of table tennis for years to come, as young players look up to his achievements and emulate his work ethic, dedication, and passion for the game. Though Zhang Jike may not be as dominant in recent years as he once was, his career has left an indelible mark on the sport. His incredible achievements, including his Olympic gold medal, World Championships titles, and World Cup victories, ensure that Zhang's legacy as one of the greatest table tennis players of all time will continue to inspire fans and players worldwide for generations. Conclusion: a legacy of excellence. Zhang Jike's career is a testament to hard work, skill, and mental toughness. He rose from a young boy with natural talent to one of the most decorated and influential athletes in the history of table tennis. His triumphs in the Olympic Games, World Championships, and World Cup are unmatched in many ways, and his legacy is one of dominance, consistency, and a drive for excellence that propelled him to the top of the table tennis world. As he continues to inspire and mentor the next generation of table tennis stars, Zhang Jike's influence will remain an integral part of the sport, shaping its future while ensuring his place as one of its true legends. Ding Ning was born on June 20, 1990, in Shenyang, Liaoning Province, China. Growing up in a country where table tennis is more than just a sport but a part of the national identity, Ding Ning was introduced to the sport at a young age. Her parents, recognizing her potential, enrolled her in the local sports school when she was just 5 years old, a common practice for children who show an interest in pursuing sports professionally. China's rigorous system of training athletes from a young age ensured that Ding Ning was immersed in an environment of constant practice and competition. Ding's early training was demanding but rewarding, as she quickly developed a strong foundation in the sport. Her innate talent for handling the paddle and her exceptional hand-eye coordination were apparent from the start. As she progressed through the youth ranks, Ding Ning's potential did not go unnoticed. By the time she was 10 years old, she had already started to compete at the provincial level, demonstrating remarkable maturity and technical skill for her age. Her training at the Liaoning Provincial Sports School was pivotal in shaping her future success. Throughout her youth, Ding Ning faced fierce competition from other rising table tennis stars within China. Her relentless work ethic and determination to improve were key factors that helped her stand out. At the age of 14, Ding Ning was selected to join the Chinese national table tennis team, marking the start of what would become an illustrious career in the sport. Her rise to prominence in the national team was swift, as she impressed her coaches with her impeccable footwork, precision, and versatility. Career breakthrough: a rising star in Chinese table tennis. Ding Ning's breakthrough on the international scene came when she was just 17 years old. In 2007, she won the World Junior Championships, signaling her arrival as a major talent on the world stage. Her victory was a clear indication that Ding Ning was a player to watch in the coming years. This achievement was particularly significant that put her on the radar of the global table tennis community and set the stage for her rise to the top. By 2008, Ding Ning had begun to make waves in the ITTF World Tour, where she won her first international title, marking the beginning of her long and successful career. Her rapid ascent continued as she claimed several titles in international competitions, demonstrating her ability to compete at the highest levels. Her unique playing style, characterized by a combination of aggressive forehand loops, quick reflexes, and strong counterattacks, quickly gained her a reputation as one of the most promising young players in the world. Ding Ning's breakthrough moment in her career came in 2009, when she won the China National Table Tennis Championships in both singles and doubles, solidifying her place as one of the top players in China. Her success in national competitions earned her a spot on the Chinese national team for the 2010 World Table Tennis Championships, where she secured a silver medal in singles and helped her team claim the gold medal in the team event. This marked the beginning of a new chapter in Ding Ning's career, as she established herself as a force to be reckoned with in international table tennis. Career peak: dominance on the world stage. The period from 2011 to 2016 marked the peak of Ding Ning's career. During these years, she firmly established herself as one of the greatest female table tennis players of all time, consistently dominating the international scene with her skill, determination, and resilience. Her breakthrough year came in 2011, when she won her first World Championships title in singles in Rotterdam, the Netherlands. This victory marked a turning point in her career, and it was followed by several more triumphs on the global stage. In 2012, Ding Ning earned one of the most prestigious titles in the sport when she won the gold medal in women's singles at the London Olympics. Her victory was hard-earned, as she overcame fierce competition from players such as Li Jiao and Guo Yue in the national team selection, and from international stars like Ai Fukuhara of Japan and Kasumi Ishikawa of Japan. Ding Ning's triumph in London made her an international sensation and solidified her place in table tennis history. Over the following years, Ding Ning continued her dominance in the sport, winning multiple ITTF World Tour titles and adding to her medal collection at World Table Tennis Championships and Asian Championships. In 2013, she defended her World Championships title in Paris, becoming one of the few women in history to achieve this feat. Her impeccable consistency at the top level of the sport was evident as she secured multiple gold medals in team events, alongside her singles successes. Ding Ning's playing style was characterized by her incredible versatility. She was a master of both close-to-the-table play and mid-distance rallies, with a powerful forehand loop and incredible precision in her backhand. Her technical proficiency and mental fortitude allowed her to consistently outlast opponents in grueling rallies, while her aggressive style kept her adversaries on the back foot. By 2015, Ding Ning was firmly entrenched as one of the top-ranked players in the world. That year, she won the ITTF World Cup, a victory that further cemented her status as the undisputed queen of women's table tennis. In the 2016 Rio Olympics, Ding Ning successfully defended her Olympic singles title, winning gold in a stunning final against her teammate Li Jiao, further confirming her place as one of the greatest female players in the sport's history. Main achievements: a legacy of excellence. Ding Ning's career is marked by numerous achievements that define her as one of the most successful and accomplished athletes in table tennis history. Her main achievements include Olympic Games, gold medal in women's singles at the 2012 London Olympics, gold medal in women's singles at the 2016 Rio Olympics, World Championships, women's singles gold in 2011 and 2015, women's team gold in several World Championships, including 2010 and 2014, ITTF World Tour, numerous ITTF World Tour titles, including World Cup titles in 2013 and 2014. Regularly ranked world No. 1 in women's singles, Asian Games. Gold medal in women's singles at the 2014 Asian Games. consistently contributed to team gold medals in the Asian Games, World Cup, ITTF World Cup gold medal in 2013, cementing her status as one of the most dominant players in the sport. Consistency remained among the top players in the world for over a decade, with continuous success in both singles and team events. Final years and retirement, a living legend. As Ding Ning entered her 30s, she continued to compete at the highest level, but began facing challenges from younger players on the international circuit. The emergence of younger Chinese stars like Liu Xuan, Chen Meng, and Wang Manyu posed a new challenge to Ding Ning's dominance, yet she continued to be a key figure in China's table tennis dynasty. In 2019, Ding Ning faced a turning point in her career when she missed out on selection for the 2020 Tokyo Olympics due to the rise of new stars within the team. While this marked the end of her Olympic career, Ding Ning continued to compete in major international tournaments, adding to her extensive legacy. Ding Ning's decision to retire was a natural one, as she had achieved nearly everything possible in the sport. Her career has inspired millions of young players, particularly in China, where she became a role model for perseverance and success. Ding Ning's influence extends beyond her sporting achievements. Her dedication, humility, and work ethic have made her an ambassador for the sport and a respected figure in China's sporting culture. Conclusion: a legend of table tennis, Ding Ning's legacy as a table tennis legend is secure. Her career is defined by multiple Olympic gold medals, World Championships titles, and a consistent dominance over the course of more than a decade. Her playing style, mental toughness, and ability to perform under pressure have earned her a place among the sport's all-time greats. As Ding Ning moves into her post-competitive years, her impact on the sport of table tennis will remain felt for generations to come.
Phil Heath, known as The Gift, was born on December 18, 1979, in Seattle, Washington, United States. Raised in a family where athletics played a central role, Phil developed an early interest in sports, particularly basketball. Growing up in the city's Rainier Beach neighborhood, he was active and showed strong potential in his athletic pursuits. Heath was naturally gifted in terms of athletic ability, and this would serve as the foundation for his future success in bodybuilding. Heath's journey into bodybuilding began in his early 20s when he transitioned from being an accomplished basketball player into a serious weightlifter. After high school, he attended the University of Denver on a basketball scholarship, where he also studied business management. While at college, Phil's passion for strength training grew, and he began to focus more seriously on bodybuilding. Though he had no prior experience in the sport, Heath quickly developed a fascination with the discipline of bodybuilding and the aesthetic development of the human physique. His basketball background gave him a solid athletic foundation, and he soon found himself spending more time in the gym than on the basketball court. In 2002, at the age of 22, Heath began his competitive bodybuilding career. He initially competed in the NPC National Physique Committee competitions, where he started to make a name for himself with his impressive genetics and muscular development. His early performances were indicative of his extraordinary potential. Heath's early success in local competitions quickly elevated him to the professional ranks, and by 2006, he earned his IFBB International Federation of Bodybuilding and Fitness Pro card after winning the NPC USA Championships. Phil Heath's career began to truly take off in 2006 when he won the NPC USA Championships, an achievement that qualified him for the prestigious IFBB Pro League. His professional debut came shortly after, at the 2006 Ironman Pro Invitational, where he earned his first victory as a pro. This win set the stage for a bright future in bodybuilding, and it wasn't long before he started to compete against some of the top bodybuilders in the world. Heath's early professional success was characterized by his flawless combination of size, symmetry, and conditioning. His physique was marked by impressive muscle mass, particularly in his back and arms, along with an uncanny ability to achieve razor-sharp conditioning for each contest. This remarkable combination of attributes quickly distinguished Heath from other competitors. Phil's first major breakthrough on the international stage came in 2008, when he competed in his first Mr. Olympia contest. While he did not win the title, his fourth-place finish was a sign that he was a force to be reckoned with in the world of bodybuilding. His performance at Mr. Olympia was particularly impressive because it demonstrated his ability to go toe-to-toe with the sport's top athletes, including reigning champion Ronnie Coleman. Despite being a relatively new competitor, Heath's performance showed that he had the potential to be a future Mr. Olympia champion. In 2009, Heath continued to make his mark by securing victories at several high-profile bodybuilding contests, including the Arnold Classic, one of the most prestigious bodybuilding events in the world. His win at the 2009 Arnold Classic helped solidify his place among the sport's elite athletes. At the same time, Heath's growing popularity with fans and bodybuilding enthusiasts was further boosted by his captivating charisma, polished presentation, and ability to constantly improve his physique. Phil Heath's peak in bodybuilding came when he won his first Mr. Olympia title in 2011. After years of hard work, growth, and honing his physique, Heath defeated reigning champion Jay Cutler to claim the coveted title. This victory marked a turning point in his career, as it solidified his place as one of the greatest bodybuilders of his generation. At the age of 31, Heath was crowned Mr. Olympia, becoming the 13th man in history to hold this prestigious title. His combination of size, symmetry, conditioning, and aesthetics made him a standout winner in one of the most competitive years in Olympia history. Heath's dominance in bodybuilding continued over the next several years, with him successfully defending his Mr. Olympia title each year from 2011 to 2017. During this period, Heath's physique reached unprecedented levels of perfection. His back became one of the most talked about aspects of his body, as it featured unparalleled size and detail, which earned him the nickname The Gift. His vascularity, conditioning, and overall balance made his physique highly desirable in bodybuilding circles. One of Heath's most impressive characteristics as a champion was his consistency. Each year, he presented a physique that seemed to improve upon his previous performances. His attention to detail in terms of posing, symmetry, and presentation allowed him to edge out some of the best bodybuilders of his time, including the likes of Jay Cutler, Kai Greene, and Dexter Jackson. His dominance in the sport was unparalleled during his run as Mr. Olympia, and by the time he secured his 7th victory in 2017, he had cemented his legacy as one of the all-time greats in bodybuilding. In addition to his Mr. Olympia victories, Phil Heath earned numerous other accolades throughout his career, including victories at the Arnold Classic, the 2010 Mr. Olympia, which he placed second, and several other prestigious bodybuilding contests. Heath's consistency at the highest level of competition helped to further establish his dominance and influence within the sport. Phil Heath's bodybuilding career is defined by a remarkable number of achievements and accolades. He is regarded as one of the most successful and genetically gifted bodybuilders of all time. In addition to his 7 Mr. Olympia titles, his ability to maintain exceptional conditioning year after year set him apart from other champions. His combination of aesthetics and size was virtually unmatched, and he consistently brought one of the best physiques to the stage in every contest he entered. Heath's contributions to bodybuilding extend beyond his competition achievements. His success helped raise the profile of bodybuilding as a sport, and he became a global ambassador for the sport. His influence extended through his social media presence, where he regularly interacted with fans, shared training tips, and offered insights into the bodybuilding lifestyle. Heath became a role model for aspiring athletes, with many of them citing him as an inspiration for their own fitness journeys. Phil also became a prominent figure in the business side of the fitness industry. He capitalized on his fame and physique by launching a successful supplement line, Gifted Nutrition, which featured a range of products designed to help athletes achieve optimal performance. Heath's brand quickly gained recognition, as he leveraged his popularity to create a lasting impact on the fitness and bodybuilding industries. Moreover, Heath's commitment to training, nutrition, and overall health helped inspire a new generation of bodybuilders. His focus on perfecting his physique combined with his charisma and professionalism made him one of the most beloved champions in bodybuilding history. Phil's influence can be seen in how he elevated the standard of what it takes to become a Mr. Olympia champion. Phil Heath's final years as a competitive bodybuilder were marked by both triumph and adversity. After his seventh Mr. Olympia victory in 2017, he faced a challenging year in 2018, where he was dethroned by Shawn Rhoden. Heath's loss was a significant moment in bodybuilding, as it ended his record-breaking streak of Olympia wins. Although Heath's 2018 loss was a setback, it did not diminish his legacy as one of the greatest bodybuilders of all time. Arnold Schwarzenegger was born on July 30, 1947, in Thau, a small village near Graz, Austria. Raised in a strict and modest household, Arnold was the second son of Gustav and Aurelia Schwarzenegger. His father, a local police officer, had high expectations for him, and the family lived under a rigid and disciplined atmosphere. Arnold's relationship with his father was difficult, and he later revealed that he felt emotionally distant from him, though he always admired his father's work ethic. Growing up in post-war Austria, Arnold was drawn to sports from an early age, particularly football, soccer, and skiing. However, he discovered bodybuilding at the age of 15 when he walked into a gym in Graz, and it would change the course of his life. Inspired by the athletes he saw training and the potential he believed bodybuilding had for building both physical and mental strength, Arnold decided to pursue the sport. His interest in bodybuilding was further fueled by his admiration for professional bodybuilders, particularly Reg Park, who was a prominent British bodybuilder and actor. Arnold was determined to become a professional bodybuilder, even though bodybuilding was not a well-known or well-respected sport in Austria at the time. He committed himself to rigorous training, often working out twice a day, and he quickly made notable progress in developing his physique. Despite facing financial difficulties and the lack of resources available to him in Austria, he was determined to achieve greatness in the sport. At the age of 18, Arnold decided to move to Munich, Germany, to further pursue bodybuilding. There, he joined a renowned gym that became an important part of his journey. Arnold's move to Munich marked the beginning of his ascent in the world of bodybuilding. With a burning passion to succeed and a relentless work ethic, he trained under the guidance of experienced bodybuilders. It was in Germany that Arnold's physical transformation began to attract attention, and he soon caught the eye of the bodybuilding community. In 1968, at the age of 21, Arnold won the prestigious Mr. Europe competition, which was a significant milestone in his career. The victory helped establish him as a promising talent in the world of bodybuilding, and it propelled him onto the international stage. However, his ambition to compete on the highest level of bodybuilding soon took him to the United States, where he would face some of the toughest competition in the world. In 1968, Arnold made the bold decision to travel to America with just $20 in his pocket and the ambition to become the best bodybuilder in the world. He initially struggled with the language barrier and financial instability, but his focus and determination never wavered. In 1969, Arnold won his first major American bodybuilding title, Mr. World, which was followed by his victory in Mr. Universe in 1968. These early successes established him as a rising star in the bodybuilding community. The peak of Arnold's bodybuilding career came when he won the coveted Mr. Olympia title. In 1969, Arnold entered the Mr. Olympia competition for the first time, finishing in second place. This experience fueled his desire to take the top prize, and after a year of dedicated training, he returned to win the Mr. Olympia title in 1970 at the age of 23. Arnold's victory at the Mr. Olympia competition marked the beginning of his dominance in the sport. He would go on to win the prestigious title a total of 7 times between 1970 and 1975, cementing his status as the world's top bodybuilder. Arnold's success at Mr. Olympia was characterized by his extraordinary size symmetry and muscle definition. He was known for his distinctive physique, which combined size with aesthetic appeal. His ability to present himself on stage with confidence, charisma, and flair made him an audience favorite and an icon in bodybuilding. He was also an innovator, introducing new techniques and training methods that would influence future generations of bodybuilders. In 1975, Arnold made the decision to retire from competitive bodybuilding while at the peak of his career. He had achieved everything he set out to accomplish in the sport and felt it was time to explore other avenues in his life. His retirement was unexpected, but it marked Arnold's decision to retire from bodybuilding at such a young age was a strategic move that allowed him to focus on his future career. He had always dreamed of becoming an actor, and his fame as a bodybuilder gave him the platform to pursue that goal. Arnold's journey into acting was not easy, as he faced significant challenges in breaking into the film industry. His thick Austrian accent, imposing physique, and lack of acting experience made it difficult for him to land roles initially. However, Arnold's tenacity and determination paid off when he was cast in the film Hercules in New York 1970, a low-budget movie that was released to little fanfare. Despite the film's lack of success, Arnold's appearance in it marked the beginning of his acting career. He continued to pursue acting, taking on small roles in films and television shows. His breakthrough came in 1982 when he was cast as the titular character in Conan the Barbarian, a sword and sorcery film that showcased Arnold's physical presence and charisma. The film was a commercial success and proved that Arnold had the star power to carry big-budget films. However, it was the release of The Terminator 1984 that truly catapulted Arnold Schwarzenegger to international stardom. Directed by James Cameron, The Terminator featured Arnold as the iconic cyborg assassin from the future. His portrayal of the character, with his stoic expression and memorable one-liners, became one of the most iconic roles in film history. The film's success established Arnold as a Hollywood action hero, and he quickly became one of the biggest box office stars of the 1980s. Arnold's success in The Terminator was followed by a string of successful films, including Commando 1985, Predator 1987, and Total Recall 1990. His unique blend of physicality, charisma, and comedic timing made him a fan favorite, and his films consistently performed well at the box office. Arnold became known for his larger-than-life roles, often playing action heroes who faced overwhelming odds with confidence and strength. His distinct accent and catchphrases, such as "I'll be back," became part of popular culture. In 1991, Arnold reprised his role as the Terminator in Terminator 2: Judgment Day, one of the most successful and critically acclaimed sequels in film history. The film showcased Arnold's ability to portray both a cold, relentless machine and a more humanized, protective character, and it was a major commercial and critical success. The film cemented Arnold's place as one of the greatest action stars of all time and further solidified his status as a Hollywood legend. While Arnold continued to thrive in Hollywood, he also sought to make an impact outside of the entertainment industry. In 2003, Arnold made a surprising move into politics when he ran for governor of California in a recall election. With his popularity as a global icon and his reputation as a successful businessman and philanthropist, Arnold's campaign resonated with voters, and he was elected as the 38th governor of California. As governor, Arnold Schwarzenegger focused on issues such as economic reform, environmental policy, and improving the state's infrastructure. He earned both praise and criticism for his leadership, but his tenure in office was marked by his commitment to addressing California's fiscal challenges. Arnold served 2 terms as governor from 2003 to 2011, and his time in office further solidified his status as a multifaceted public figure. After leaving office in 2011, Arnold Schwarzenegger returned to acting, starring in films such as The Expendables 2012, Escape Plan 2013, and Terminator Genisys 2015. While his acting career continued, he also remained an advocate for fitness, health, and the environment, using his platform to promote various causes. Arnold's influence extended far beyond Hollywood, as he became an inspiration to millions for his accomplishments in. Ronnie Dean Coleman was born on May 13, 1964, in Monroe, Louisiana, United States. Raised in a humble, working-class family, Ronnie was the second of 4 children. His early life was marked by a sense of determination and a desire to excel, traits that would later define his career. Growing up, he was active in sports, particularly football, where his physical strength and athleticism became evident. Despite his love for football, Ronnie faced challenges in his pursuit of the sport, particularly due to his height and weight, which made him less competitive in a field dominated by larger athletes. In high school, Coleman was a standout athlete, excelling in football, track, and other sports. His natural athleticism, combined with his work ethic and discipline, made him a key player on the field. However, it was during his college years at Grambling State University, where he earned a degree in accounting, that he discovered bodybuilding. While studying at Grambling, Ronnie started lifting weights to improve his physique and overall strength. Little did he know that this newfound interest would lead to a legendary career in the world of professional bodybuilding. After completing his college education, Coleman continued to pursue bodybuilding in his free time while working as a police officer in Arlington, Texas. It was here that he met bodybuilder and coach Chad Nichols, who would play a pivotal role in his rise to fame. Under Nichols' guidance, Coleman's physique rapidly transformed. His incredible size and muscularity quickly earned him attention, and his commitment to the sport of bodybuilding intensified. By 1990, at the age of 26, Ronnie Coleman entered his first bodybuilding competition, the Mr. Texas competition, where he took home the title, marking the beginning of his competitive bodybuilding career. Ronnie Coleman's ascent in bodybuilding was rapid and relentless. After winning the Mr. Texas competition in 1990, he entered the Mr. USA competition in 1991 and took home the first-place trophy. This victory was an important milestone in his journey, and it propelled him onto the national bodybuilding scene. However, it was not until his victory at the 1995 Mr. Olympia competition that Coleman truly made his mark on the world of professional bodybuilding. The Mr. Olympia competition is the most prestigious event in the bodybuilding world, and winning the title is considered the pinnacle of a bodybuilder's career. Ronnie's journey to the top of the bodybuilding world was not without challenges. In 1995, after placing in the top 10 in his first Mr. Olympia appearance, he took a 2-year break to focus on his training. By 1997, Coleman was ready to return to the Mr. Olympia stage with newfound intensity and determination. In 1998, Coleman won his first Mr. Olympia title, defeating the reigning champion, Dorian Yates, and making a massive statement in the bodybuilding world. This victory marked the beginning of an era of dominance for Ronnie Coleman in the sport. Over the next 8 years, Coleman would go on to win the Mr. Olympia title a total of 8 times, setting a record for most consecutive wins in the competition at the time. His victories came in 1998, 2000, 2001, 2002, 2003, 2004, 2005, and 2006, making him one of the most successful and iconic bodybuilders in history. Ronnie's bodybuilding career was defined by his sheer size, conditioning, and symmetry. He became known for his enormous physique, particularly his massive legs, wide back, and boulder-like shoulders. Coleman's muscle density and definition set him apart from other competitors, and his size was unrivaled. His ability to display extreme muscle mass while maintaining a level of conditioning that many other athletes could not match was a testament to his genetics and hard work. His posing routines, which were often accompanied by his signature phrase "your body, lightweight baby," became iconic in the bodybuilding world. Ronnie Coleman's career is marked by numerous accolades, but his 8 Mr. Olympia victories are undoubtedly the pinnacle of his achievements. His consecutive wins from 1998 to 2005 were unprecedented and cemented his status as one of the greatest bodybuilders of all time. His physique, characterized by unprecedented mass, symmetry, and conditioning, was revolutionary. He was not only a dominant force on the bodybuilding stage, but also a trailblazer who raised the standard for future generations of bodybuilders. In addition to his Mr. Olympia victories, Coleman earned numerous titles and accolades throughout his career. He won the Arnold Classic in 2001, one of the most prestigious bodybuilding competitions outside of Mr. Olympia, solidifying his place as the best bodybuilder in the world. Throughout his career, Coleman was known for his intense training regimen, which included lifting extremely heavy weights. His dedication to pushing the limits of what was possible in bodybuilding was part of what made him such an influential figure in the sport. Ronnie's training philosophy was simple but effective. He believed in lifting heavy and training with maximum intensity. His workouts often featured extremely heavy compound movements, including squats, deadlifts, and bench presses. Ronnie was known to train with some of the heaviest weights in bodybuilding history, routinely squatting and deadlifting over 800 pounds. His relentless pursuit of strength and size was a major factor in his success, and is still regarded as one of the most impressive feats of physicality in the history of the sport. Coleman's influence extended beyond the gym. He became a global ambassador for bodybuilding, inspiring millions of people to pursue fitness and strength training. His larger-than-life persona, combined with his humble beginnings and work ethic, made him a fan favorite. Coleman's famous catchphrases, such as "Your Buddy" and "Lightweight Baby," became iconic within the bodybuilding community, and his positive attitude and motivation resonated with fans and aspiring athletes around the world. Despite his incredible success, Ronnie Coleman's career was not without its challenges. As his body grew larger and more muscular, the toll on his joints and muscles became increasingly significant. Throughout his career, Coleman suffered from a number of injuries, particularly to his back, knees, and hips, due to the immense weight he lifted during training. His intense training regimen and commitment to lifting heavy weights often led to physical strain, and his injuries became more severe in the latter stages of his career. In 2007, Coleman's reign at Mr. Olympia came to an end when Jay Cutler won the title, marking the first time in 8 years that someone else had claimed the championship. Though Coleman continued to compete for several years after this, his physical condition was beginning to deteriorate, and his performances in competitions were no longer at the same level as before. His last appearance at Mr. Olympia was in 2009, where he placed 6th, signaling the end of his dominance in the sport. Ronnie's physical challenges were compounded by the need for multiple surgeries, including spinal surgeries, to address the injuries he had sustained throughout his career. In 2018, Coleman underwent back surgery to address the chronic pain that had plagued him for years. Despite the pain, Coleman remained positive and determined to continue with his recovery. His resilience in the face of adversity became part of his legacy, and he continued to inspire others with his perseverance and commitment to staying active and healthy despite the physical challenges he faced. Lee Haney was born on November 11, 1959, in Spartanburg, South Carolina, United States. Raised in a family where physical fitness and strength were highly valued, Lee was encouraged to engage in sports from a young age. His father was an athletic man who enjoyed bodybuilding and weight training, and his mother instilled in him a strong sense of discipline and the importance of hard work. Growing up in a nurturing environment, Haney developed an interest in fitness early on, and this passion would eventually evolve into a legendary career in bodybuilding. Lee excelled in various sports during his childhood and teenage years. In high school, he participated in track and field, basketball, and wrestling. His natural athleticism, combined with his determination, made him a standout in these sports. However, it was weight training that truly captured Lee's attention. Inspired by the bodybuilders he saw in magazines and on TV, Haney became fascinated with the process of building muscle and developing a well-defined, balanced physique. By the time he graduated from high school, Lee had already started lifting weights and focused on developing his muscles. After high school, Haney attended Bessemer State Junior College in Alabama, where he further honed his passion for bodybuilding. During his time at college, he competed in his first bodybuilding contests, quickly proving his potential. His early competitions were marked by a remarkable combination of size, symmetry, and conditioning. Lee's work ethic and dedication to training caught the attention of coaches and fellow athletes, and he was soon on the radar of top bodybuilding figures. By the time he entered his first Mr. Olympia competition in 1984, Haney had already established himself as a rising star in the bodybuilding world. Lee Haney's entrance into competitive bodybuilding was met with early success. His combination of size, definition, and symmetry stood out in a field that was often dominated by bulkier bodybuilders. Haney's physique was well balanced, with proportionate muscle development and remarkable aesthetics. In 1984, at the age of 24, Lee entered the prestigious Mr. Olympia competition for the first time. Although he did not win the title in his debut, his impressive showing earned him respect within the bodybuilding community. Haney's breakthrough came just a few years later. In 1985, he placed second at the Mr. Olympia competition, losing to the dominant champion, Lee Labrada. However, his potential was undeniable, and the following year, in 1986, he made a major leap forward in his career. At the 1986 Mr. Olympia competition, Lee Haney won his first Olympia title at the age of 27, defeating some of the best bodybuilders of the time, including the legendary Arnold Schwarzenegger. Haney's victory was historic, as he became the youngest person at the time to win the prestigious Mr. Olympia title. This victory was a defining moment in Haney's career. It marked the beginning of a period of dominance in bodybuilding that would last 4 years. His first Olympia victory set him on a path to become one of the most successful and respected bodybuilders of all time. Throughout the next several years, Lee would solidify his place in bodybuilding history with a string of victories that would forever change the landscape of the sport. Lee Haney's career peak came in the late 1980s and early 1990s when he was in his prime as a bodybuilder. After winning his first Mr. Olympia title in 1986, Haney went on to win the prestigious competition a total of 8 times, from 1986 to 1991. His dominance during this period is often considered one of the most impressive runs in the history of the sport. Haney's physique was a perfect blend of mass, symmetry, and conditioning, making him an unstoppable force on the Mr. Olympia stage. Haney's back-to-back victories in the Mr. Olympia competition set him apart from his competitors. His incredible muscle mass, particularly in his back and legs, combined with his highly refined conditioning, made him virtually unbeatable during his peak years. One of the key factors that contributed to his success was his ability to maintain muscle fullness and vascularity while still achieving a high level of conditioning. Haney's overall physique was muscular, but still displayed a level of detail and refinement that was rarely seen in professional bodybuilding. In 1988, Haney achieved a level of dominance that few bodybuilders have ever matched, winning his third Mr. Olympia title. His victories continued throughout the late 1980s and into the early 1990s. He faced stiff competition from other top bodybuilders, including Sergio Oliva, Dorian Yates, and others, but Haney's unwavering commitment to training and his ability to consistently present a physique that was both massive and aesthetic allowed him to maintain his position as the undisputed champion. His final victory at Mr. Olympia came in 1991, where he won his 8th title and surpassed the record set by Arnold Schwarzenegger for the most consecutive wins in the competition. By this time, Haney had achieved everything a bodybuilder could aspire to, and he was considered one of the greatest athletes in the sport. Haney's dominance in bodybuilding was a result of not only his genetics, but also his disciplined training regimen, which included heavy lifting, strict nutrition, and a well-rounded approach to developing his physique. Lee Haney's achievements in bodybuilding are unparalleled. His 8 Mr. Olympia titles remain a testament to his dominance in the sport, and his impact on the bodybuilding world extends far beyond his victories. Haney's physique set a new standard for excellence in bodybuilding. He was known for his combination of size and aesthetics, which became the ideal blueprint for future generations of bodybuilders. Haney's ability to build massive muscle mass while still maintaining a highly aesthetic and symmetrical physique was groundbreaking. Haney was also known for his professionalism and sportsmanship, unlike some of his contemporaries who were known for their controversial personalities or actions. Haney maintained a positive and humble public image. He was a respected figure in the bodybuilding community, known for his friendly demeanor and dedication to promoting the sport. In addition to his success on the competition stage, Lee Haney became a prominent figure in bodybuilding outside of the competition circuit. He worked as a fitness and nutrition expert, sharing his knowledge of bodybuilding techniques, diet, and training with others. Haney also became an influential ambassador for the sport, appearing in magazines, making television appearances, and using his platform to inspire others to pursue fitness and bodybuilding. His contributions to the sport helped elevate bodybuilding's profile and solidify its place in the fitness industry. Haney's influence extended into the world of fitness training, as he became known for his holistic approach to bodybuilding. He promoted the idea that bodybuilding should focus not just on building mass but also on developing symmetry and overall health. His training techniques, which emphasized a balance of strength, aesthetics, and conditioning, helped to shift the focus of bodybuilding towards a more well-rounded approach to fitness. Jason Isaac Cutler, known as Jay Cutler, was born on August 3, 1973, in Sterling, Massachusetts, United States. Growing up in a small town, Jay was always an active child with a passion for sports and physical fitness. His family supported his interests, and they encouraged him to stay active throughout his youth. Jay's early sports experience included basketball, football, and baseball, but it wasn't until he began lifting weights that his true passion for bodybuilding emerged. In his teens, Cutler was inspired by the bodybuilders he saw in magazines, particularly Arnold Schwarzenegger. He was captivated by the physiques of these athletes, and he became determined to sculpt his own body into a masterpiece. At the age of 18, Jay began lifting weights at a local gym, dedicating himself to building muscle and transforming his physique. He was motivated by a desire to improve his body, but also by a deep admiration for the discipline and dedication required to excel in bodybuilding. Jay's early years in bodybuilding were marked by rapid progress. He initially trained on his own, learning from magazines and videos, before eventually seeking guidance from experienced bodybuilders. By the time he was in his early 20s, Jay had developed an impressive physique and had begun competing in amateur bodybuilding competitions. His size and symmetry caught the attention of the bodybuilding community, and it wasn't long before he was making a name for himself as an up-and-coming bodybuilder. Jay Cutler's rise to prominence in the world of bodybuilding came during the late 1990s. After competing in local competitions and gaining experience, Jay made his pro debut in 1996 at the NPC National Physique Committee USA Championships, where he placed second. This finish was a significant accomplishment, and it earned him a spot in the prestigious IFBB International Federation of Bodybuilding and Fitness professional ranks. His success in amateur competitions showed that he had the potential to become a top contender on the professional stage. Cutler's first major breakthrough came in 1999 when he competed in the Arnold Classic, one of the most prestigious bodybuilding competitions outside of the Mr. Olympia contest. He placed second in this competition, which helped him gain further recognition in the bodybuilding world. However, It was his performance at the 2001 Mr. Olympia competition that truly marked the beginning of his career as a dominant force in the sport. Although Cutler did not win, he finished a strong second behind reigning champion Ronnie Coleman, solidifying his place as one of the top bodybuilders in the world. Cutler's rivalry with Ronnie Coleman became one of the defining narratives in bodybuilding during the early 2000s. Over the next several years, Jay continued to compete at the highest level, and in 2003, he achieved his first victory at the Arnold Classic, cementing his place as one of the sport's elite athletes. This win helped propel Cutler into the upper echelon of bodybuilding, and his rivalry with Coleman was now front and center in the sport. Jay Cutler's peak in bodybuilding came during his years as Mr. Olympia, where he became one of the most successful and dominant competitors in the history of the sport. The Mr. Olympia competition, considered the pinnacle of bodybuilding, is where the sport's best athletes showcase their physiques and compete for the coveted title of the world's top bodybuilder. Cutler's first Mr. Olympia victory came in 2006, when he dethroned the dominant Ronnie Coleman after record-breaking 8 consecutive victories. This win was the culmination of years of hard work and dedication. Cutler's physique had evolved into one of the most massive and symmetrical in the sport, with impressive muscle mass, conditioning, and shape. His ability to present such size while maintaining a level of definition and symmetry was a key factor in his success. Jay's victory in 2006 was a major milestone in his career. It not only secured his place as one of the greatest bodybuilders of all time, but also marked the beginning of his reign as Mr. Olympia. He went on to successfully defend his title in 2007, 2009, and 2010. His victories were characterized by his incredible muscle size, particularly his massive quads, back, and arms, which became his signature. Cutler's conditioning, especially in his later years, was consistently exceptional, and his attention to detail in terms of posing and presentation made him a fan favorite. One of Cutler's most notable accomplishments was his victory in the 2009 Mr. Olympia competition, where he made a comeback after losing the title to Dexter Jackson in 2008. Many had counted Cutler out, but he made a triumphant return by showcasing a more refined and balanced physique than ever before. His ability to come back stronger after a loss demonstrated his resilience, determination, and drive to be the best in the world. In total, Jay Cutler won the Mr. Olympia title 4 times: 2006, 2007, 2009, and 2010, solidifying his legacy as one of the most successful bodybuilders in history. His battles with Ronnie Coleman, his comebacks after losses, and his consistency in achieving near-perfect conditioning made him a legend in the sport. Jay Cutler's career is filled with impressive achievements and milestones. In addition to his 4 Mr. Olympia titles, Cutler won numerous other prestigious bodybuilding competitions. His victory at the Arnold Classic in 2003, along with his multiple wins at the Night of Champions and the Ironman Pro Invitational, cemented his reputation as one of bodybuilding's premier athletes. What set Jay apart from other bodybuilders was his focus on creating a complete, balanced physique. His proportions were often praised for being aesthetically pleasing, and he consistently worked to improve any weak points in his physique. Cutler was known for his attention to detail, whether it was in his training regimen, nutrition, or posing. He also focused on continuously improving his conditioning, ensuring that he presented a physique that was not only massive, but also crisp and defined. Throughout his career, Jay Cutler became a highly influential figure in bodybuilding, inspiring countless athletes to follow in his footsteps. He became known for his work ethic, discipline, and unwavering commitment to improving his body. His ability to maintain a high level of performance for over a decade in a sport that often sees rapid changes in physique and competition was a testament to his dedication. Jay Cutler's impact on the bodybuilding community extended beyond his competition career. He became a successful entrepreneur, launching his own line of supplements, clothing, and fitness-related products. His business ventures allowed him to expand his influence in the years following his victory in 2010, Jay Cutler continued to compete at the highest level. However, by 2013, he had retired from professional bodybuilding after a career that had spanned nearly 2 decades. He made his final appearance at the Mr. Olympia competition in 2013, where he placed 6th, signaling the end of an era for one of the sport's most iconic athletes. After retiring from competitive bodybuilding, Cutler turned his attention to new ventures. He continued to work in the fitness industry, focusing on his supplement company, Cutler Nutrition, and engaging in public speaking and mentorship for aspiring athletes. He also maintained a strong presence on social media, where he shared his insights on bodybuilding, training, and nutrition with his millions of followers. In addition to his business ventures, Jay became involved in charity work, using his platform to support causes that were close to his heart. He became an advocate for mental health awareness, particularly in relation to the pressures and struggles that athletes face. Cutler also dedicated time to helping other bodybuilders and fitness enthusiasts achieve their goals.